The reunion of two individuals after decades never leads to the union of their physical bodies. Welcome to section 9 of chapter 6 of the Holy Quran. Namshi. Well, we continue with God's commands to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Cool. So let's go. Section 9 begins with, of course, section 9 begins with sign 71. Let's go. Cool. Anad'u min dunillahi ma la yunf ma la yanf ma la yanfa'una wala yadurruna. Let's stop there. Say, shall we call on others besides God? This is Abraham talking. When he says we, it means his family. Okay, we shall get there. Shall we call on others besides God? Things that can do us neither good nor harm. Ma la yanfa'una wa la yadurruna. Neither good or bad or harm that can do us neither good nor harm. Wa nuradu ala akbab wa nuradu ala akabina bagda iza hadana Allahu kallaz. Let's read that. Wa nuradu ala akabina bagda is hadana Allahu. That's what we said. And turn on our heels. Nuradu ala kabina, and turn on our heels. After receiving guidance, Baghdad is hadana Allahu. After receiving guidance from God, Baghdad is hadana Allahu. Kallazina istahwathu ashaitanu. Like one whom the Satans have made into a fool. A shaitan, kalazina astahu, astawathu, sorry, not whom. Kalazina astawathu ashaitani fil ardi hayrani lahu. fil ardi hayrana lahu. Fil ardi hayrana lahu. Like one whom the Satans have made into a fool. Oh, we've done that. Wandering bewildered through the earth. Fil ardi hayrani lahu. Hayrani, bewildered through the earth. Lahu. No. Lahu shouldn't have come there. Pardon me. Whom ashaitani fil ardi hayrani. Wandering through the earth, his friends calling. No. Lahu ashabu yad'unahu. Yes, lahu ashabu yad'unahu. That's his friends calling. Lahu ashabu yad'unahu. His friends calling. Fil ardi hayrani lahu ashabu yad'unahu ila al-huda. Itina, oh my God, Lahuda, Itina, his friends call him. Uh, oh, come to us, Itina, his friends call him, come to us. Itina, kul, inna huda lillahi, huwa al-huda. Inna hudallahi, no, it's not huda lillahi. Kul, inna hudallahi, huwa al-huda. Kul, inna hudallahi, huwa al-huda. Say, no, I didn't finish the earlier part. Through the earth, his friends calling, come to us. Then into brackets, sorry, I didn't finish that. Come to us into brackets, vainly, Vainli. Vainly is in brackets, without it, it reads, calling, come to us, guiding him to the path. Call, come to us, guiding him to the path. I left that one out. Mm, Please, viewers, pardon me. Mm. Now we come to kul. Uh, kul inna hudallahi huwal huda. Yes, we are now there. Say God's guidance is the only guidance. Only is in brackets. Without it, it reads, say God's guidance is the guidance. So you see, when only comes there, it addresses the meaning of the sentence. Say God's guidance is the only guidance. Kul huda Allah huwal huda. Wa wa umrina li nuslimi wa umrina li nuslima li rabbil alamin wa umrina li nuslima li rabbil alamin. He orders us, he commands us to bow to the Lord of the worlds. Let me see what is there. Is there. Yes, and we have been directed, not ordered here. We have been directed, not commanded, like I said. And we have been directed to submit ourselves, li Muslima, to the Lord of the worlds. Wa umrina li Muslima, li Rabbi Alamin. And we have been directed, umrina, to submit li Muslima, li Rabbi Alamin, to uh, to submit, the Muslim, to submit ourselves to the Lord of the worlds. There is a note to read, 895, and it's against say. Again, it's against say. Shall we call on others besides God? See, okay. In continuation of the seven heads of argument referred to in note 876, and 885, we have here the final two heads, colon, then 8, and then number 8. That's the eighth head. We have the final two heads, and head 8, head number 8 in brackets. Who would, after receiving guidance from the living eternal God, turn to lifeless idols? Question mark. Mm. To do so would indeed show that we were made into fools. Tawan, if I remember. We are made into fools. Istahwathum. Istahwathu. We are made into fools. Here in Arabic they say istahwathu. We are made into fools by God as Shaitan. Here, okay, it's not mentioned here. To do so would indeed show that we were made into fools, wandering to a precipice, wandering to a precipice, not precipice, wandering to a precipice. Precipice spelled Precipice. wandering to a precipice. A semicolon. Then we go to head 9. Therefore, accept the only true guidance, the guidance of God. Huda lie, huda. Accept true guidance, the guidance of God, and obey his law, comma, for we shall have to answer before his judgment seat. And that's note 895 to sign 71. We now go to sign 72. Wa an akimu salawata wa itakuhu wa an akimu salawata wa itakuhu. To establish regular prayers and to fear him. Itakuhu. Here we are told to fear him. Elsewhere, somewhere, as I think I mentioned it, he himself says, fear me. He himself says, fear him. Itakuni. Here is not a direct speech from God himself, but we are commanded to, let me use directed again from my honorable interpreter. Here we are directed, commanded to fear him. In fact, this is not something that we have to be told. It has to be our intuition. We have to use our intuition to fear him, or common sense to fear him. Wa ittaquhu wa huwa allazi ilayhi nuhsharun. Huwa allazi ilayhi nuhsharun. For it is to him that we shall be gathered together. Nuhsharun. There's no note to this, so let's go to pardon me. There's no note to this, so let's go to sign 73. Sign 73, which has a note 896. Sign 73. Huwa allazi halaka samawat wal ardi bil haq, or bil haqi, if you like. It is he who created the heavens and the earth with truth, not lies. Bil haq. ويوم يقول كن فيكون. ويوم يقول كن فيكون. And the day he says be, and it is. ويوم يقول كن فيكون. The day he saith be, behold, it is. The day he says be, in double inverted commas, behold, it is. قوله الحق, or قوله الحق. No, قوله الحق. But you can say قوله الحق. His word is the truth. قوله الحق. وله ملك يوم ينفخ في الصور. His will be, Yes, his word is the truth. No, we did that. His will be the dominion, the day the trumpet will be blown. Yunfahu will be blown. His will be the dominion, the day the trumpet will be blown. Wallahu al-mulk yawma yunfihu fi surin. The day the trumpet will be blown. Alimul ghaibi wa shahadati. Alimul ghaibi wa shahadati. Then he knoweth the unseen as well as that is open. Shahadatan open. Al-ghaibi unseen. Wa huwa hakimun habirun. Wa huwa hakimun habirun. He is the wise, Hakimun, Habirun, well acquainted, into brackets, with all things. well acquainted, into brackets, with all things. Without the brackets, it simple reads, who are, it, he is the wise, well acquainted, without the brackets. Okay, note 896. 896 is against the truth, al-haq, uh, or bil-haq, and the earth bil-haq. He created the heavens and the earth bil-haq, in truth. 896. But I don't know what is wrong with me. Uh, the argument mounts up here, leading to the great insight of Abraham, the true in truth, come on, who did not stop short at the wonders of nature, but penetrated from nature up to nature's God, but penetrated from nature up to nature's God, full stop. And all this is in double inverted commas. From nature up to nature's God is in double inverted commas, full stop. God not only created the heavens and the earth, colon, with every increase of knowledge we see, with every increase of knowledge we see in what true and perfect proportions all creation is held together. Everything is in proportion. You consider we are animals, birds, creatures, underneath that, all we gain from each other, but we never, little do we know. Mm? We gain from each other. For instance, we get manure from animals after using them. The skin is used for clothes, whatnot, and they also gain from us because we take care of them and whatnot. We can't mention all. Like he says, we cannot tell the favors of God. We cannot count the favors of God. All these are among the favors of God. We can never count them. No human being can count them. Mm. Okay. We see in proportions. Yes, we stopped at proportions. Uh, we see in what true perfect proportions all creation is held together. Full stop. Creatures are subject to time, but the Creator is not. Colon. His word is the key that opens the door of existence. Full stop. It's not only the starting point of existence, but the whole measure and standard of truth and right. Full stop. There may possibly be, to our sight in this great world, aberrations of human or other wills. But the moment the triumph sounds for the last day, no, I think it's full stop there. Let me take it again. There may be possibly there may possibly be, comma, to our sight in this great world, comma, aberrations of human or other wills, comma, but the moment the trumpet sounds for the last day, full stop. Well, I don't quite understand it, but maybe viewers can. So, full stop. His judgment sit well, comma, with perfect justice, comma, restore the dominion of right and reality, full stop. For his knowledge and wisdom cover all reality. And that's note 896 to sign 73. Let's go to sign 74 with another note 897, sign 74. What is Kala Ibrahim li Abihi? Lo, Abraham said to his father Azar, Abihi, Azara. وإذ قال إبراهيم لأبيه Azara. Lo, Abraham said to his father Azar, Atta, Attahizu, Attahizu, Asnaman, Alihatin. Alihatin. Sorry. Uh, Attahizu asnaman alihatan. Attahizu asnaman alihatan is a question. Mm. Takest thou idols for God asnaman idols alihatan for gods? Mm. Inni araka wa kaumaka fi dilalin mubin. For me, okay, here and there. As for, no. Let me read from the text. For I see thee and thy people, Komaka, in manifest error, fi dilalin mubin. Mm. So Abraham is telling the father, I see you and your people as being in manifest error, as being is my words. Mm. I see thee and thy people in manifest error. And that's note 7, that's sign 74 without any note. No, without any note. Let's go to sign 75. وكذلك وكذلك نري إبراهيم ملكوتا وكذلك نري إبراهيم ملكوت السماوات والأرض. Mm. So also did we show Abraham the kingdom of the heavens on the heavens, the kingdom of the heavens and the earth. Nuri Ibrahima malakuta samawati wal ardi. Mm. Uh, waliyakuna minal mukinina. Waliyakuna minal mu'minina. So Abraham was shown the dominion of the heavens and the earth, that he might have certitude, that he might have, yes, certitude. Li yakuna mina mukinina, certitude, surety. Mm. Here is certitude. Mm. The same commentator tells us yakina is sure, surety, sure, for sure. Mm. I don't know whether surety is a proper word, because that seems to be the language of the lawyers. Mm. So, for might have certitude. Note 897, and it's against showing Abraham the kingdom or the dominion of earth, of heavens and earth. 897. Now comes the story of Abraham. Full stop. He lived among the Chaldeans. We spelled it before. Mm. Comma, who had great knowledge of the stars and heavenly bodies. Full stop. But he got beyond that physical world and saw the real world behind. Full stop. His ancestral idols meant nothing to him. Full stop. That was the first step. Full stop. But God took him many degrees higher. Full stop. God showed him with certitude. Hmm? God showed him with certitude. God showed him with certitude. Mukinina. God showed him with certitude. Mukinina. God showed him with certitude the glories behind the magnificent powers and laws of the physical universe. And that is note 897 to sign 75. Let's go to sign 76 with another note 898, sign 76. And this is interesting. Uh, Abraham nearly went astray. Mm. But let's see. فلما فلما جن عليه الليل رأى كواكبا رأى كواكبا sorry فلما جن عليه الليل رأى كوكبا. It's not كواكبا, it's كوكبا. فلما جن عليه الليل رأى رأى كوكبا. When the night covered him over, Jannah alayhi alaylu. Jannah covered him over. When the night covered him over, he saw a star. Uh, Ra'a kawkaban. Ra'a kawkaban. He saw a star. Kala haza Rabbi. Kala haza Rabbi. He said, "This is my Lord." Kala haza Rabbi. He said, "This is my Lord." فلما أفل قال لا أحب الفلين لا أحب الآفلين. But when it set, when the star set, in other words, when it set, he said, "I love not those that set." God cannot set. That's what it means. Okay. 897. No, 898. 898 is against setting. He doesn't love those that set. 89, note 898. This shows the stages of Abraham's enlightenment. As I said, he nearly went astray. So he was being enlightened slowly. This shows the stages of Abraham's enlightenment, full stop. It should not be supposed that he literally worshipped stars or heavenly bodies. He didn't. Full stop. Having seen through the folly of ancestral idol worship, he began to see the futility of worshiping distant, beautiful things that shine, which the vulgar endue with the power which does not reside in them. Full stop. Uh, a type of such is a star. A type of such is a star shining in the darkness of the night. Full stop. Superstition might read fortunes in it. No, superstition. Let me take it. Superstition might read fortunes in it, but truer knowledge shows that it rises and sets according to laws whose author is God. According to laws whose author is God. It's according to these laws that the stars uh, rise and set. Okay, is it stars or I think it's stars? Okay, pardon me if it's not stars. Then, therefore, its worship is therefore futile. No, according to the laws whose author is God. Yes, according to the laws which author is God. That's where I stop. God is light. Oh my God, pardon me. And its light is extinguished in the broader light of day. Its light is extinguished in the broader light of day. That's the star. The star's light is extinguished in the broader light of day. Colon. Its worship is therefore futile. His worship is therefore futile. Full stop. It's not, it is not a power, much less the supreme power. So Abraham now came to his sense and said, no, this cannot be a power. Mm. And it cannot be, let alone being a supreme power. Mm. Uh, then paragraph. According to some commentators, the whole thrust of Abraham's reasoning in verses 76 to 78 is directed against its superstitious beliefs of his people and demonstrates the folly of worshipping stars and other heavenly bodies. So he thought of these things as gods as a result of the influence of his people. Worshipping other things. So it's okay, let's see. So his mind went to do such things because of his people's worship of idols. Uh, and other heavenly bodies, full stop. As such, his statements may be seen as premises of his arguments against polytheism rather than as stages in his enlightenment. So the commentator is now coming to tell us that it is not the enlightenment he thought of earlier, maybe you say it is not the case, but rather it's against the premises of his arguments against polytheism. Mm. So, okay, they go together. It's the polytheism that leads him to the regarding of star as God. Mm. And this is thought of as being stages in his enlightenment. All right, let's go to the next sign, and that was note 9898 to sign 898 to sign 76. Let's go to the next sign 77. Mm, Sign 77. Uh, فلما فلما رأى القمر بازغا فلما رأى القمر بازغا قال هذا ربي. Now he's moved from the stars to the moon. فلما رأى القمر بازغا قال هذا ربي. When he saw the moon rising in splendor, bazigan, rising in splendor, he said, "This is my Lord." He said, "This is my Lord." Haza Rabbi. فلما أفل قال لئن لم يهديني لئن لم يهديني ربي لأكون من القوم الضالين. يكون من القوم الضالين. Mm. But when the moon set, فلما أفل, when the moon set, he said, "Unless my Lord guide me, I shall surely be among those who go astray." So he kept on watching the moon, and the moon also set, just like the stars. And said, "No, Kay, this cannot be God. Unless the true God guides me, I will be among those who have gone astray, or simply, I will go astray. Mm. I shall surely be among those who go astray." 899 is the note. Mm. That's just sign 77. 899. What is it against? Going astray. 899. The moon, though it looks bigger and brighter than the star, turns out on closer knowledge, not only to set like the star, turns out on closer knowledge, not only to set like the star, but to change its shape from hour to hour. So you see, the star is even better as a god, but the moon, you see, it comes around, then it goes, then it changing, the color changes from orange or purple, then it becomes smaller, then you know, no, it comes, it's a crescent. It appears as a crescent, then it becomes bigger, and then changing color. So no, this cannot be my lord. Anyway, let's go. Let me take it again. Mm. The moon, though it looks bigger and brighter than a star, turns out on closer knowledge not only to set like a star, but to change its shape from hour to hour, and even to depend for her light on some other body. Sign of exclamation. How deceptive are appearances? Semicolon. Sign of exclamation. How deceptive are appearances? Sign of exclamation again. Mm. That is not God. Sign of exclamation. Mm. At that stage, you begin to search for something more reliable than appearances to the eye in the darkness of the night. You ask for guidance from God. And that's what Abraham said. He said, unless my Lord guides me, I will be among those who have gone astray. In other words, I will be among my family members, my dad and my family members who have gone astray. Uh, and that's note 899 to sign 77. 899 to sign 77. Let's now go to sign 78. uh, uh-huh. فلما رأى الشمس بازغا بازغة فلما رأى الشمس بازغة قال هذا ربي هذا أكبر هذا ربي هذا أكبر bigger or biggest. Uh, when he saw the sun rising, again in brackets, in splendor, he said, this is my Lord, هذا ربي. This is the greatest, into brackets, of all. This is the greatest of all. Of all is in brackets. So when you saw the sun now came, okay, the star is small. He now saw the star was tiny. Then the moon bigger than the star, and now he saw the sun bigger than the moon. And he says, this is the greatest. Haza Akbaru. So you remember when we are starting prayer, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. So the sun cannot be Akbar. Haza Akbar. He later said, no, the sun cannot be Akbar. Kala Haza Akbar, the greatest of all. Uh, Falamma, Falamma Afalat. Falamma Afalat. Here it's not Afalat, but Afalat, because in Arabic, the Arabic language, the sun is considered as female, uses the female gender. So, Falamma Afalat Kala Yakumu Kala Kala Ya Kaumi Inni Bariyun Mimma Tushrikuna. فلما أفلت قال يا قوم إني بريء مما تشركون. But when he saw the sun set, أفلا, he said, oh, my people, يا قوم, يا قوم, oh, my people, يا قوم, I am indeed free from your guilt of giving partners to God. The word guilt is in brackets. Without the brackets, it reads, I am indeed free from it doesn't make sense. Okay, so we have to add it, from your giving partners to God. So it should be from your guilt of giving partners to God. Ma tushrikuna. The note is 900. The note to sign 78 is 900, and it's against Tushrikuna. giving partners to God. Let's go there. 900. The test stage is the Son. No, I said test. The next, pardon, anyway, I'm ashamed of myself. But anyway, I hope viewers will bear with me. The next stage is the Son. Hmm? The next stage is the Son. Full stop. You are in the open light of day. Full stop. Now you have the right clue. Full stop. You see the biggest object in the heavens. Full stop. But is it the biggest? Hmm? This refers to Abraham. Is this the biggest? Question mark. Uh, there are thousands of stars in the universe bigger than the sun. No, there are thousands of stars in the universe bigger than the star than the sun. Yes, I read it right. Hmm? There are thousands of stars in the universe bigger than the sun. Hmm? Full stop. And every day the sun appears and disappears from your sight. Full stop. Such is not God. Such is not God who created you and all these wonderful works of His. Full stop. What folly to worship creatures. Full stop. Sorry, comma. What folly to worship creatures when we might turn to the true God. When we might turn to the true God. Question mark. Let us abjure all these follies and proclaim the one true God. Let us abjure all these follies and proclaim the one true God. The word abjure is spelled Abjura. And that's note 900 to sign 79. We now go to sign 80 with a note 901. Sign 80. Waha, wah, wahajahu, wahajahu kaumuhu, wahajahu kaumuhu. His people disputed with him. Wahajahu kaumuhu. His people disputed with him. Kala. Atuhajuni filahi wakad hadani. Wakala. Atuhajuni filahi wakad hadani. He said, come ye to dispute with me about God, Philahi, when he himself hath guided me. The words come begin with the interpretation. Interpretation is in brackets, and as well as the word himself. So let's see if we can read without the brackets, if it will make sense. He said, ye to dispute with me? No. So it has to be there. He said, come ye to dispute with me about God Philahi, when he hath guided me. Here without the brackets, it makes sense. So he himself in brackets can be omitted. When he hath guided me, wakat hadani. It's a question. Wala wala ahafu ma tushrikuna bihi. Wala ahafu ma tushrikuna bihi. I fear not, into brackets, the beings you associate with me. I fear not the beings ye associate with me. Of course, beings is Beings, not the Beans that we eat. I fear the beings, and even that is in brackets. Without it, it reads, I fear not ye associate with me. It doesn't make sense. So the brackets must be there. I fear not the beings you associate with God. I fear not the beings you associate with God. La afaha ma tashrikuna bihi. Here, God is not mentioned; is bihi. Mm. So the presenter noun, the interpreter noun residency associated with he. Mm. He didn't say associated with him, but associated with he. Mm. He in the Arabic side meaning God. Mm. Uh, I, I fear not the beings ye associate with him, with God. Unless my Lord willeth, nothing can happen. Mm. Illa an yasha Rabbi shay'an. Illa an yasha Rabbi shay'an. Unless my Lord willeth, unless my Lord willeth. That's from the Arabic side. But then in brackets here by the interpreter, nothing can happen. So unless nothing can happen in brackets, in other words, nothing can happen in brackets unless my Lord willeth. Well, that's it. Illa an yasha Arabi shay'an. What's Arabi kulla shay'in? What's Arabi kulla shay'in ilman? My Lord comprehendeth in his knowledge all things. What's Arabi ilman kulla what's Arabi kulla shay'in ilman? That's knowledge. In his knowledge all things. Kulla shay'an. Kulla shay'an, all things. Ilman, in his knowledge. So my Lord comprehended in his knowledge all things. Afala tata zakarun. Afala tata zakaruna. Afala tata zakarun. Afala tata zakaruna. Will ye not yourselves be admonished? Will ye not yourselves be admonished? Yourselves is in brackets with it reads, will ye not be admonished? Yeah, here, either way, goes well, makes an understandable sentence. Will ye not be admonished, or will ye not yourselves in brackets be admonished? Note 901 is against disputed. Haja, hajatu, wahajatu, wahajahu, hajahu, wahajahu is against dispute. 901. The next stage is the sun. You are in the open light of day. Oh, no, I've read it already. We are going to 901. That was 901 I was reading. We are going to 901. That hajahu. The story of Abraham is highly instructive for all men in quest of truth. If enlightenment goes so far as to take a man beyond his ancestral worship, people will come to dispute with him, and indeed they did. They did to dispute with him, full stop. They will frighten him with the dire consequence of his descent. Dire is spelled D-I-R-E. I think I spelled it wrongly somewhere. Pardon me. Die actually spelled D-I-E. No, okay, I don't think so. I don't think that's the word I spelled wrongly. Anyway, they will frighten him with the dire consequences of descent. Full stop. What does he care? What does Abraham care? He doesn't care. What does he care? He has found the truth. Full stop. He is free from superstitions. He is free from superstitious fears. For has he not found the true God, without whose will nothing can happen? Is the question. For has he not found the true God, comma, without whose will nothing can happen? Question mark. On the contrary, he knows that it is the godless who have just grounds for fear. I love that. It's the godless who have just grounds for fear. The righteous do not fear anything, nothing. Okay, and he offers admonition to them and arguments that should bring them the clearness of truth instead of the vagueness and mystery of superstition, comma, dash, the security of faith instead of the haunting fear of those who have no clear guidance. And that's note 901 to sign 80. Let's go to sign 81. Uh, وكيف وكيف أخاف ما أشركتم ولا تخافون أنكم أشركتم بالله ما لم ينزل ما لم ينزل به عليكم. I think let me break it into two parts. وكيف أخاف ما أشركتم. How should I fear the beings, in brackets again, how should I fear the beings ye associate with God? Ma ashraktum, what you associate with God. Wala tahafuna annakum ashraktum billahi. We associate with God. When ye fear not to give partners to God without any warrant. Billahi. Without any warrant having been given to you. Ma ashraktum billahi wa ma lam yunazil bihi alaykum sultanan. Warrant. Sultana here is warrant. Without any warrant given to you. Yunazil, given to you. Without any I say sultan and warrant given to you. It's a question. Which of us two parties hath more right to security? Tell me if ye know. We have brackets here. Which of S is in brackets? Which of us? The S is in brackets. But it doesn't make sense. Which of two parties? No. Which of us two parties hath more right to security? Question mark. If ye know. But then it is tell me in brackets if ye know. Viewers, I want you to have a picture of clear picture of what I'm reading. Tell me in brackets if ye know. Tell me in brackets if ye know. Sultan. فأي فريقين, which of us two parties, فأي فريقين أحق بالأمر, which of the two parties hath more right بالأمر and security بالأمن, sorry, it's not أمر, it's أمن, security. فأي فريقان يكين الحق. Sorry. Oh my God. فأي فريقين, which of the parties حكم بالأمن, which of the two parties had more right to security? للأمن, بالأمن, to security. إن كنتم ta'lamun. In kuntum ta'lamun. If ye know. Then into brackets, tell me if ye know. And that was Psalm 81, mm, uh, without any note to read. So let's go straight to 82, so Psalm 82. Uh, Allazina amanu walam yalbisu aymanahum bizulmin ulaika lahum amanu wa hum muhtadun. So it is those, pardon me, so is my word. Pardon me. So let me go. 82. It is those who believe and mix not their beliefs with wrong that are truly in security, for they are on right guidance. The words truly is in bracket. Now, the word truly is in brackets as well as the word right. Let's see if it will make sense without the brackets. It is those who believe and mix not their beliefs with wrong that are in security, but that are security, for they are on guidance. So without the brackets, they make the sentence makes sense. It's understandable. That are on guidance. Ulaika lahum amne wa hum muhtadun. They have security and they are on guidance. Note 901A is the sign, is the note. Yes, we read 901 like that without anything, but now it's 901A. Mm. Uh, since the two verses are connected. Uh, uh, 80 is 901. 82, then we skip 81, then we are now coming to 82. To 82. 901A is against and mix not their beliefs with wrong. Mm. So that's, we now come to mukinina, certitude, mukinina, or for sure. They don't mix their faith with wrong. Mm. Uh, yes, they don't mix their faith with wrong. 901A. The word wrong in double inverted commas here refers to ascribing partners to God, as has been stated by the prophet, into brackets, peace be unto him, alayhi salam, into brackets, as stated by the prophet in his explanation of the verse. Mm, in his explanation of the verse. And that was note 901A to sign 82, the last sign of section 9 of chapter 6 of the Holy Quran. Well, I think my jaws can have some rest now. And we will come back, God willing, in our next episode, and we shall go to section 10. It begins with sign 83. God willing. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Au revoir. May God be with you all.